Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Kill Team Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Lion Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'll be fighting a kill team game between my Deathwatch and Todd's Tau. So the story that we've got here is that the Deathwatch are currently engaged in cleansing this, purging this planet of the alien, and a squad was sent into this district to go take out a squad of the Xenos that had bunkered down in here, hiding from a lot of the heavier weapons. So they sent in the team to go wrench them out of their hidey holes. So that's the story that we got going on here. We are going to be playing the game, the mission Recover Intelligence. We've got 5 objectives. We've got one here, one in the center, one back over here, one over there, and then one over here. At the end of the game, each of those is worth 2 points. But otherwise, we are just going to keep fighting and trying to kill each other, I think, is really what it's going to come down to. So that is the story. That is the mission that we're going to be playing. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Deathwatch, I will be running a Watch Sergeant with a Bolter and a Xeno Phase Blade. He will be my leader. I have a veteran with a Bolter who is Demolitions. I have a veteran, 2 other veterans with Bolters. I have a Black Shield with a Power Sword. He will be my Zealot. And I have a veteran gunner with a frag cannon, and he will be my sniper. So for the Tau, he will be running a stealth suit as a leader. He also has 2 other stealth suits. One has the heavy specialist, and the other has a veteran specialist. He then has a Shazui, who will have the sniper specialist and a marker light. He has 1 fire warrior and 3 breachers, one of which has a marker light. All right, so those are the kill teams going over deployment. I have my Bolter Marine over here with Demolitions. I've got my other Bolter Marine and the 3rd Bolter Marine. I've got my Black Shield up front there. I've got my Frag Cannon Bro over here, and I've got my Sergeant with the Xeno Phase Blade back over here. Going over deployment now for the Tau, we've got the 3 breachers up over here. We've got the Fire Warrior back over here, and over here we have his suits along with his Shazui. So we have the one on the right there is going to be his leader, the one in the middle is going to be his heavy specialist, and the one on the left is going to be his veteran specialist, and the Shazui is his sniper specialist. So that is deployment. As of right now, the Deathwatch, me, have the initiative, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn 1. All right, movement for the Deathwatch here on turn 1. My Bolter Bro moved over here. This Bolter Bro moved up over here. Sergeant and 3rd Bolter Bro moved up over here behind this container. And my Frag Cannon guy moved up into the building over here. So they all moved, and the Black Shield here is going to declare a charge against that front breacher over here. So they get to fire Overwatch. That's right, I said they get to fire Overwatch because they have what's it called? For the greater good. So these 3 are going to be able to fire Overwatch. No one else can see them that's within 6 inches, so it's just going to be these 3. So the front guy is within the mid range. The 2 guys in the back are in the far range. So we're going to fire them separately. So we'll do the front one first. So he's going to have two shots. 2 shots hitting on 6s. Nope, nothing there. And then the 2 guys in the back hitting on 6s, getting 2 hits. 3. Oh, getting 3 hits? Oh, man. 3 hits here. These are strength 4, so looking for 4s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. AP anything? No AP, so looking for 3-up armor saves. Making them both. Woo! All right, so now he needs a 9-inch charge to get in there. Making it with 9 inches. All right, so the Tau movement phase here on turn 1. These 2 breachers moved up over here. This Fire Warrior moved into the building back over there. These 2 guys, the Shazui and the leader there, ready to aim. This suit back over here moved around there, and this suit over here advanced up over this way. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, his Shazui back there is going to shoot his marker light into my dude bro back over here, and his which one? His pulse rifle into the same guy? No. Into the front guy over here. So we looked it up. You can actually shoot as many weapons as you have, either pistols or non-pistols. So we looked it up specifically, and also marker lights are specifically another weapon that you take. So it's not just like a different profile on the weapon. So he's going to be shooting both. So we're going to start with which one do you want to start first?
The marker light.
The marker light. What's the range of the marker light?
Let me double check.
1 second. All right, so he is within 18 inches, 36 inches for the marker light, so he doesn't have a -1 for that, but he is obscured, so he's going to be -1 for that. So looking for a 5, re-rolling ones because he's the sniper. No re-roll. And now the pulse rifle is going to fire in here. He's in rapid fire range, which also means that he's in half range. So he's only going to have the -1 for shooting obscured target there. So this is going to be 2 shots here, hitting on 5s, getting 1 hit. Strength 5, so looking for a 3 to wound. That is a wound. AP, no AP, so looking for a 3 up.
Yes, definitely.
Spend a command point to re-roll that.
2. No, I'm spending a CP.
Yeah, he's good. All right, so now his leader guy back there is going to fire into my bolter bro up here. So he's going to be firing. He is beyond half range, so he's going to be -1 for that, -1 for obscured. So he's going to be hitting on 6s. Getting 3 hits. Time. All right, so 3 hits here. Strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting 1 wound. AP nothing, so 3 up save. No, failed that one. So it's going to be roll on the wounds table because he's only got the 1 wound. 1, so he takes a flesh wound. All right, so now since I have the initiative, I will start off by shooting this bolter brother here into his suit. I'm going to shoot with dragonfire rounds, so it's going to be 2 shots since I'm in rapid fire range, +1 because he's obscured, -1 because he's obscured, and then -1 because he's a stealth suit. So I'm going to be hitting on 4s. All right, never mind. All right, so now his breacher back here is going to activate. He's going to fire his marker light and his carbine, right, pulse carbine, into my bolter bro in the front here. So we're going to go with the marker light first. It's heavy, so it's -1 to hit with that. It's also -1 because he's obscured. Looking for a 6. Nope, no hit there. And then we've got the pulse carbine here, 2 shots, hitting on 5s because it's not heavy. No hits. Now my sergeant's going to activate. He's going to shoot into his suit over here. I'm going to be using the dragonfire shots again, so hitting on 4s. Okay. And now the other breacher in the front there is going to shoot into my bolter bro over here. He's only got the pulse blaster, so it's going to be 2 shots hitting on 5s. No hits. All right, so now I'm going to activate my frag cannon here. He's going to fire into his breachers in the front here. 1 shot into each. They're both within 12 inches, so I don't have a -2 my hitting. It also means that it's strength 9, AP -3 on these shots, and he's going to be firing 1 into each. The guy in the front, he is obscure. The guy in the back is not. So we're going to go with the one in the back first, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a 2. AP -3 goes straight through, so that's 2 damage. So we have 2 damage rolls here. Okay, I'm gonna. Nope, I can't. I'm not. Nope, I can't. So it's gonna be 2 flesh wounds. And now the one into the front there, looking for a 4 to hit. Nope, no hit. All right, so now his suit in the back there is going to shoot into my veteran in the front here. That's his veteran, so he's going to fire, 4 shots into him because he is in half range. So he's going to be hitting on 5s because he's obscured, but not in more than half range. Getting 1 hit, strength 4. Oh, 5, so 3s to wound. That is a wound. AP nothing, so looking for a 3 up save. He's good. All right, so now I'm going to choose my veteran over here with the demolition. So he's going to fire into the front breacher there. So he gets +1 to shoot shooting models in that are obstructed. So I'm going to have +1 to that. I'm also going to have a +1 because I'm going to choose the dragonfire bolts, which are +1 to shooting models that are obstructed. So I'm going to be hitting on 2s here. I'm in half range, so no worries about that. So it's going to be 2 shots hitting on 2s. Okay, of course, that's how it works. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. AP nothing, so a 4 up armor save. No, goes through. So let's see his injury roll. Inception with a fill face. So he is removed from play. All right, so now his suit over here, who's the heavy specialist, is going to fire into my bolter bro over here. He's in rapid fire range, so he's not going to have a minus to that. I'm also out of not obscured, so he's going to be hitting on 4s. Right, so he's going to be hitting on 4s. Normally he'd have 4 shots, but my opponent spent 1 CP for more bullets, which is choose your heavy specialist. And if they're firing, they could get an additional shot with that weapon. So he's going to have 5 shots in here, all hitting on 4s. Getting 3 hits, so these are going to be strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting 2 wounds, 2 3 up armor saves. Failed both of them. Oh no, so 2 injury rolls. Whoa, he is out of action. All right, so my last bolter bro here is going to fire into his breacher over there. I'm going to have I'm going to use the dragonfire rounds, so I've got +1 to shoot into an obstructed, because he's still obstructed. When I look from my model to his model, it's still clipping his feet, which is obstructed as far as this game is concerned. And he is going to have -1 for that, +1 because of dragonfire bolts hitting on 3s. So that is 1 hit, wounding on a 3. Nope, no. And now his fire warrior over here is going to fire into my sergeant over here. So he's going to have 2 shots because he's in rapid fire range. -1 to hit because he's obstructed, so looking for 5s. Getting both hits. Pretty brutal. Strength 5, so 3s to wound. Getting 1 wound. 3 up armor save.
Right.
Yeah, he good. All right, so now into the fight phase. We start with any charges. So my guy charged in here. So he's going to have 3 attacks. His base 3 attacks because he's my black shield, and he's actually got a +1 attack because of a zealot, and he charged this round. So he's got 4 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Okay, getting 2 hits. These are now going to be wounding on 3s. Getting 1 wound, AP -3, so that just goes straight through. So now into the injury roll. A 6 with a fill face. He is removed from play. All right, so that is the end of the turn here on turn 1. We have the morale phase now. My guy with the flesh wound over here doesn't have to take it because I've only lost 1 guy, and therefore he can't fail. But his breacher here, they lost 2 guys, so he can fail. He's got a leadership of 6. Bonding knife in kill team here. If you're within 3 inches of another model, it's -1 to your nerve test, but he's not within 3 inches, so he's just gonna have a straight up nerve test. So he's lost 2 guys, so 2 plus 1 is 3. He is good to go, so he is not shaken, which is not great. I was hoping he would. So that is going to be it for the turn 1 here. We will roll to have initiative now. So we get looking for who gets the initiative here. So I got 7, my opponent gets 6, so Deathwatch will be going first. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn, oh my god, what is it? Turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn 2. This guy over here, ready to aim. This guy ready to aim. This guy ready to aim. And then he stayed in combat with him. And then over here, he declared a charge against the suit that was right there. My opponent chose to fly with him over here. So 3 inches, he moved to 3 inches because fly units now ignore vertical distance. So he shot up over to here, making my charge a lot further because it was going to be a 4-inch charge. Now because of that 3-inch move over there, I have an 8-inch charge to get in over here. So he can't see me at this point, so he can't overwatch. Or his choice of reaction was the retreat. So what's going to happen now is I just have my roll here, looking for an 8-inch charge. Not getting in. I am going to spend a command point to re-roll that charge distance. Still not getting in. All right, movement for the Tau. His other suit over here moved up over this way. He had to stay still since he retreated. These guys back here both readied. The fire warrior back over here readied himself, and the breacher that was in combat with my black shield decided to fall back into the building over here. Went through that door over there. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, my dude bro here with the bolter is going to fire into his Shazwi back over there. So I've got 2 shots because I'm in rapid fire range. I'm going to use the dragonfire rounds, so they're going to be +1 to hit a model in that's obscured, and he's obscured, so -1 +1. That means that's 2 shots hitting on 3s. All right, getting 1 hit. This is going to be wounding on a 3. I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll that one. Into a 6, so that's a wound, 4 up armor save. No, goes through. So I'm going to be taking. Oh, 1 second. All right, my opponent's going to spend a command point to re-roll that into another 2. So the injury table here, rolling on this one, is a 4. So he is out of action. All right, so now his fire warrior back here is going to take a shot into my frag cannon guy over here. So he's not in double range, so he's going to have 1 shot, and it's going to be -1 because of obscured, -1 because of being over half range. So he's going to be hitting on a 6. No hit. All right, so my demolition bro back over here is going to fire into his stealth suit back over there. I'm going to be using the dragon fire shot, so it's going to be +1 to hit an obscured object, obscured model. He's obscured, so I get +1 for that. I get +1 because he's demolition shooting at an obscured model, and he's -1 to hit because he's obscured, and -1 to hit because he's a stealther. So I'm actually going to be hitting on what's up? Oh, and also he's out of half range, so he's going to be hitting on 4s. So 1 second. All right, so we got our math together. Figured it all out. Math is hard. Math is hard. So we worked it out. It's going to be hitting on a 4 because he's at -3 to hit because he's obstructed, he's stealth, and he's more than half range. So that's -3 to hit, but they've got +2 to hit because he's demolition shooting an obstructed model, which is +1, and I'm going to do the dragon fire round shooting an obstructed model, so that's going to be +1 again. So this is going to be hitting on a 4. Nope, didn't make a difference with all that maths. All right, so now his stealth guy here is going to shoot into my black shield over here. He's got 4 shots, hitting on 4s because he's within half range and he's not obscured. Getting 1 hit. Looking for a 3 to wound. That is a wound. AP nothing, so looking for a 3-up serve. Yeah, he good. All right, so now my my frag cannon guy is going to fire. My last ready guy is going to fire into his stealth suit over here. So 2d6 auto hits because I'm within 8 inches there. Going to be 6 hits. All right, so strength 6, toughness 4, looking for 3s to wound. All right, so that is going to be 5 wounds. AP -1, so this is going to be 4 up saves because he's got 3 up armor saves. Failing 2 of them, 3 of them, because of the 3 is -1. So it's going to be failing 3 of them. Roll. They have 2 wounds or 1 wound? They've got 2 wounds, so the first one just takes off a wound. So then we have 2 injury table rolls. 6 is out of action. All right, so now I'm out of guys to shoot here. So now we're just going to have his stealth suit here that moved up is going to shoot into my sergeant. So he's got 4 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s, getting 2 hits. These are now wounding on 3s, getting 2 wounds. Looking for 3-up armor saves. Failing 1. I'm going to spend did I spend a command point this phase? 1 second. I use that for the charge. So he is going to re-roll that 1 armor save. Back into a 1, so it doesn't make a difference. So he takes the wound there, injury test, into a 5. He is out of combat. All right, so that is it for the turn here because we've got no fights since he fell back over here and I failed my charge over there. So at the end of the turn, I've lost 2 guys, so he can fail a nerve test. So we will roll this one. He's lost 2 guys. 2 plus 5 is 7. He's good to go. He has 1 guy with a wounds in there, so he's within 3 inches of another guy, so he's gonna have -1 to this roll. So they've lost 4 guys, so 4 plus 1 is 5. They're good to go. So he is solid. He's really good. But my opponent has lost half of his models, so he has to take a break test. So it's 4 models plus 2d6, and if that's higher than your highest leadership that you have left here, which is what? Probably the stealth suit sergeant guy, right? So what is it, an 8? So it's 2d6 plus 4. So they are broken. So they have to take nerve tests. So this guy over here lost 4 plus 6. He is shaken. 1 second. All right, so he's actually his veteran guy, so he's actually fine because he ignores the negatives that the other guys are going to be giving him. So he's good to go. That's what veteran does. So good thing he's got veteran over there. So his leader over here is an 8, right? So, but he is going to be shaken. So yeah, he's not shaken. He's just gone. He's just shaken. No. He stays there. He's at, yeah. 1 second. All right, we figured it out. So now back over here, we've got the fire warrior over here. His nerve test is a 6 minus 4. 1, he's actually good to go. But the other guy over here should be fine because he already took a nerve test this turn and passed it because he champed it like a champion. So his leader is going to be shaken, but everyone else is not going to be shaken. So pretty good. So that is the end of the turn there. So now we will roll to see who has initiative. I get a 6, and my opponent rolls a 3. So I will be going first. 1 second. Yeah, it's going to be Deathwatch with the initiative here going into turn 3. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn 3. My heavy dude bro over here dropped down over here, looking on him over there. My demolitions dude bro moved up around over to here. My other bolter bro advanced up to the corner of the building over here, and my black shield is going to charge into his stealth suit leader back over there. So, looking for a 7-inch charge to get in there. Nope, I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll that. Into an 8, so I am in. All right, movement phase for the Tau. He readied this stealth suit over here. These two guys came around the corner so they could see him, but not get seen by this guy down over here, which is pretty smart. And that is going to be it. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so now we have the his dude bro over here is going to shoot into my frag cannon guy. So he's got 4 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s, getting 2 hits. These are going to be wounding on 3s. Getting 1 wound. 1 second. He's going to spend a command point to re-roll that, so he's got 2 wounds there. So it's 2 3-up armor saves. Failing both, I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll one of those. Nope. Okay. So 2. Oh, and he's out. All right, so I actually can't see anyone that I can shoot with, so he's going to come over here with his breacher and shoot into my dude bro over here. He spent 1 CP for gritted teeth, which allows him to ignore his wound rolls there. So, but he's going to be hitting on 5s. Getting 1 hit. Strength 6. Ren 2. Oh man, strength 6. So looking for 3 to wound. That is a wound. Ren 2. So looking for a 5-up.
It will not die.
Oh, that Phil face wanted to come, but it didn't. All right, Inception gets me in the end. So he has +1 to this roll because I've got 1 wound roll so far, and he's out of contest. All right, that's it. No one can see anyone else, so it's just going to come down to this fight over here. So my black shield did charge him, so he's going to have 4 attacks that are going to get to come in here. So I've got 4 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, getting 3 hits. These are going to be wounding on 4s. Ooh, with Phil faces for emphasis. So that's going to be AP -3, so let's just go straight through. Oh no, 6s. He can get 6s, so 3, getting 1 of them. So 1 goes through with the wound. We've got one wound roll, 1 injury table roll here. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll that one because, and I'm not going to use that die because it already failed me once. Oh, come on! All right, so that is the end of turn 3 here. Quite a dramatic round there. Wow, that was pretty good for him. So now we do have some morale tests to take here. So his stealth suit over here, because he's broken, needs to take a nerve test. So they've lost. He's the veteran, so he doesn't have the minus. What's his leadership? If his leadership's 7, he auto passes because he rolled that 6. I forgot. So yeah, 7. So he auto passes, so he's good. He's going to spend a command point to heroic bravery him so that he auto passes the nerve test. So we just got the 2 guys over here. So we go with the breacher first. 1d6. 6. So yeah, he is shaken, and then on to the fire warrior. Okay, they were really shaken. So that is going to be their roll. I don't have any nerve tests to take right now, but I do have to take a test to see if I break or not, because I've lost 4 guys, which is more than half of my list. So we've got 4 plus. Ooh, 1 second. All right, yeah, I'm broken. So I'm actually going to spend 1 CP to keep him alive, keep him around and active, and then I'm going to roll on this guy back over here. So I've lost 4 guys, so 4 plus 5 would be 9. I think that's a fail. So getting to re-roll because of an they shall know no fear. Into a 1, so he is good to go. So my guys are not shaken, they're just broken. So yeah, much like myself. All right, so that is going to be it for the morale test. So now we roll off to see on turn 4. I've got a 6. My opponent has a 7, so he will be going. First. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Tau here. I was about to say for the stealths. For the Tau here on turn 4. All right, movement for Tau here on turn 4. His leader fell back out of combat with my black shield, and his other dude bro from back over here, his veteran, moved up over this way to go help him over there. And over there, these two guys are shaken. So that's it for the movement phase for Tau. We'll come back to you with the movement phase for the Deathwatch. All right, so movement phase for the Deathwatch. Everybody's charging. So over here, this bolter bro is going to charge into his breacher over here. So we're going to have, looking for an 8-inch charge. He can't overwatch because they are shocked. Oh, stunned. What, shaken? Shaken. Shaken, not stunned. So here we go, looking for an 8-inch charge. Nope, not going to get it. I'm going to spend the command point to re-roll that. Nope, still don't make it. 5 inches, though. All right, now he is going to charge into him over here. So now he is going to have to face the overwatch of everybody over there. So what's it going to be?
They're both
1 second.
overwatching.
They're both overwatching.
Marker light first.
Marker light first. Nope, that's not a hit.
First.
The first guy on the front there does not hit. And the next guy does hit with 1, wounded on a 3. Oh, don't do this to me. 3 up armor save. Oh, Inception! Yeah, with the 5. Woo! All right, so I've got the 4-inch charge to make over here. Oh, made it. Thank you. All right, so no one gets to shoot anybody. So we're just going to go straight into the fight phase. We've just got this fight back here. My opponent spent 2 command points on Decisive Strike so he can get to go first. Except I also spent 2 command points on Decisive Strike, which means that we now roll off to see who goes first. Talk about drama! Here we go. Roll off. No! So he will go first, costing me 2 freaking command points for nothing. Here come his attacks here, hitting on 5s. Oh, -1, so looking for 6s. Oh, okay, we both spent CP for no reason. I'll take it. All right, so because he charged, he's going to have 4 attacks. So we're going to have 4 shots here. 4 attacks in here, hitting on 3s. All right, so getting 3 hits. These are going to be wounding on 4s. Getting 2 wounds. AP -3. So 2 6-up saves. Making neither of them. So +1 to these rolls. And he is out. All right, so I consolidated into his suit over here. So let's see if he gets to, he's going to attack back here, hitting on 5s. So he gets the 1 hit there. Are you going to spend a command point to reroll that? He's going to spend a command point to reroll that? Yep. Okay, just the 1 hit here. Strength 3?
4.
Strength 4, wow, okay. No wound there. All right, so that is the end of turn 4 here. So at the end of turn 4, we have we do have to take some morale tests over here. So my opponent spent a CP to auto pass with his fire warrior over there, and I spent a CP to auto pass with my veteran. So we're now going to roll. His veteran over here still cannot fail because he can only roll a 6 on that dice. Making no negatives means that his leadership of 7 is clutch and good to go. So we just have the breacher here. So the breacher is now going to be -1 because of being within 3 inches, but also starting at 5. So 5 plus. 4 is 9, 8 is not going to be. So he is going to be shaken over there. And then my guy over here, he is going to have, I've lost 4 guys, so 4 plus 5 is 9, so that's going to be a fail. Let's re-roll that because of And They Shall Know No Fear. Into a 4, and he is good because veterans have a leadership of 8. Pretty awesome. So that is going to be it for the morale test. So that's the end of turn 4. So now we roll off, well, you have to roll a die to see if it goes on to a turn 5. So my opponent will roll here on a 3-up. Yep, so we will go on to turn 5, and now we roll to see who goes first. Woo! Yeah, he was really wanting to go first that time. So we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Tau here on turn, whatchamacallit, 5. All right, movement for the Tau here on turn 5. His suit fell back out of combat over here, jumping back over this way. His fire warrior over here stood over this way, moved over this way, and his breacher is shaken. Got it right that time. Didn't have to pause at all. I totally had to pause. You heard it. You were there. You know what happened. So yeah, he is going to be shaken, so he cannot move. So that is it for movement phase for the Tau. We'll come back to you with movement phase for the Deathwatch. All right, movement phase for the Deathwatch. He moved around here so you can get some shots in on his fire warrior over there. And my veteran over here is now going to charge into his stealth suit. So his stealth suit, fire and overwatch, looking for 6s. Oh no, getting that 1. Wounded on a 3. Oh, don't do this to me, Todd. Don't do this to me, Todd. Looking for a 3-up. Come on. No! Spending a command point to reroll it because obviously that would be a very ignominious way to die. Into a 4. Woo! All right, and his charge distance into here now is in. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, he is going to shoot into my dude bro over here. So he's going to have 2 shots hitting on 4s. Getting 1 hit.
He just has to be
1 second. Not going to reroll it. So looking for a 3 to wound. He is going to spend a reroll on that one. That is a wound. Looking for a 3-up save. Yeah, he good. All right, so now my dude bro over here is going to fire into his fire warrior. Fire in the fire. I am going to use I'm going to be using the special issue ammunition. I'm going to be using Hellfire rounds, so I'm going to get wounding on 2s. So I've got 2 shots here, hitting on 3s because he's not obscured and he's within half range. So that is 2 hits. These are now going to be wounding on 2s. Getting 2 wounds, 2 4-up saves. Failing 1 of them. So injury roll here is not going to be plus anything because he doesn't have any wounds there. Don't need it with a filth phase. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the fight phase, we're now going to have my black shield here is going to attack into his stealth drone over there. So, or not stealth drone, sorry, stealth suit. So he's going to have 4 attacks because he charged this round. So it's going to be with Zealot. So looking for 3s to hit. All right, so that's going to be 2 hits. Oh, he gets +1 strength as well because he's Zealot when he charges. So this is going to be strength 5 against toughness 4, looking for 3s to wound. Finally remembered that, so it's going to be 2 wounds at AP -3, so 2 6-ups. Making 1, failing 1, so that means he just takes the 1 wound. All right, so now he's going to swing it back over here, hitting on 5s, getting 1 hit.
4.
Looking for 4s to wound, no wound there. All right, so that is going to be it for turn 5 here. So we have some morale tests to take. So he's got, his stealth suit is going to auto pass because of him being the veteran. Can't roll more than a 7 on a 6-sided dice. So now his breacher over here, though, will take a test. So he's lost 6 guys, so 6 plus 2 is 8. He is shaken. Yeah, he's shaken, right? Because you don't have 8 on him. Yeah. But I have to take tests on both of mine because we have no command points left since we only got 1 command point each that last turn since we had lost our leaders. So I'm going to have him go first. So he is going to be, I've lost 4 guys, so 4 plus 2 is 6. He's good to go. And my black shield over here, 4 plus 1 is 5. He is good to go. So that is going to be it. Let's roll now to see if we go on to a, I'll let my opponent roll, see if we go on to a turn 6. We do. So here we go. Rolling for initiative. Might be kind of key. My opponent will go first with a 10. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Tau. All right, moving for the Tau. He fell back over here onto this other objective here, and he is shaken. So that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with movement phase for the Deathwatch. All right, movement phase for the Deathwatch. This guy moved around over this way onto the objective and still getting sight onto his breacher over here. And my black shield is going to charge into his stealth suit. So, Overwatch, looking for 6s. Not getting anything there, so he needs a 7-inch charge to make it in there. Not going to make it, so I'm going to spend my CP to re-roll it because otherwise it's just a weenie move and I would totally win without any dramatics, which is kind of lame. It's totally boring. Boring for everyone. Oh, I failed again, which is, I mean, it's kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to go in there and like fight him again. All right, so that is where he is going to stay because, I mean, now that I have failed to charge, I'm not going to move off of the objective. I'm not an idiot. I'm just a glutton for glory. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so now he is going to shoot me because he's got the fly special rule. Oh, boy. Here we go. 5s because he's obstructed over there. Getting 1 hit. Oh, boy. 1 on 3s. Dramatics. That is a wound. 3-up armor save. I've got no rerolls left because I spent my 1 CP trying to make that charge. I'm going to say like a genius. Probably not like a genius. Definitely not a move that, you know, pro players might have made. But here we go. 3-up armor save. Yes! Take that, fate! And now my bolter bro over here is going to shoot into his breacher over here. I'm going to use the Dragonfire rounds wounded on 2s. So here we go. 2 shots, hitting on 3s. That is 2 hits, wounded on 2s. That is 2 wounds, 4-up armor saves. You know what, Todd? All right, so that is the end of the turn since no one else can shoot and no one's in a fight phase. So, yeah, it's a Deathwatch victory. Even though I wanted the victory to be with him dead, I will take it however I get it. So, because I'm holding one objective over here, holding one objective over here that he's not within 3 inches of, and he's holding one objective in the middle. So my 2 to his 1 means a victory for the Deathwatch, which I will take, but not relish since he's still alive. So, I had a blast. This is so much fun. I am really, really enjoying Kill Team. It is so much fun. It's fast-paced. I don't know if you noticed as much as we did because we got really excited about it, but this game, like, had so many twists and turns. Right in the beginning, I was like, all right, I think I might be in trouble with what he had going on, but then I made that long ball charge off, and I started getting some kills, and I was like, all right, it's feeling good. And then then they had that one turn where it looked like it was really good. And then he had this over here where he just myrtleated my guy with the frag can. I was like, okay, now I'm almost broken. Now I am broken because I failed that test. And it just kept flip-flopping back and forth, and it was a ton of fun. Ton of fun. It's never over until it's over, and a ton of fun. So, I hope you guys have all enjoyed it. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Todd, and until next time, have fun.